bit overzealous for the room, isn't it?
Yeah.
For all the
They do not like this place getting warm.
It's a little bit echo. We're gonna fuck this room up.
Ice on the windows and shit. Things hanging up with stuff. G'day.
Good day.
We're on.
We're on live.
You can use all that.
Just having a.
No, I will edit
Yeah,
it, of
Oh,
course.
edit it, yeah.
My first question is, can you give a short introduction to the band Airbourne for the few people who have lived under a rock and don't know you yet?
Yep.
Short introduction.
G'day, I'm Rhodesy.
G'day, I'm Streety.
We're from Airbourne.
Wait, that wasn't the question, that was it?
That wasn't the question?
Or was it?
Is that what you wanted us to do? Just introduction?
Yeah, kind of.
Or you want us to talk a bit about the band? Or?
A bit about the formation,
You want us
or
to-
how was the band
Okay.
started?
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, band, we've been together for like 12 years or so, yeah. We all come from Warrnambool,
Yeah.
which is a small southwestern town from Melbourne in Victoria, Australia. I used to work in a pub with Joel. That's where I first met him. You know, I think we were about 18, 19 at the time. Yeah, and his brother Ryan, and they already had Airbourne going just as a three-piece band back in the day, and we used to jam together after work, and we had the same interests in music and guitars, and I remember Joel bringing his demos into work and showing me, and I was just like, wow, this is awesome, I love this, you know, it was cool, raw rock and roll. And yeah, they needed the rhythm guitarist, and that's when I joined the band and started, that's when my journey began. And I think Streety, how did you?
I used to watch Airbourne play with another bass player, and before Rhodesy here joined, and then I watched his first gig. I remember that, it was pretty cool. And then I was like, fuck, I would like to be in a band like that actually played, and because I was in shitty fun bands. And then they needed a bass player, and I didn't even know it was them, and I'm just like, oh yeah, and I was already friends with Ryan. And then I rang out and I'm like, yeah, I'll play bass for your band. And then he's like, is that you, Streety? I'm like, yes. Is that you, Ryan? He's like, yes. Ah, now I know what band you're talking about. Okay. So I came in and played some music, and we actually wrote Girls in Black that day. I remember that very specifically. Our first ever jam together. And then I've been playing rock and roll ever since with these guys.
Yeah, we moved to the city from there because we're in a small town, and we had to move to Melbourne to further our career, and then it just grew and grew from there. You know, like 2005 was when we moved to Melbourne, and that's when things we just concentrated on. You know, Joel and I were working, we gave up our jobs. Streety and Ryan had just finished school, and we all just went to Melbourne and just did nothing but Airbourne. You know, just gig as much as we could, meet as many people as we could, you know, in the industry, and we just sort of grew and grew from there. And then fast forward, here we are now.
Played a lot of shows to the staff and stuff.
Showcasing
fun times. But empty pubs.
Where does the name of the band come from? Airbourne.
Vision.
Well, the name was there. Joel and Ryan come up with that name before we came into the band, but I mean, I guess one of the ideas was, I don't really know, I guess it was
It's a
just
military thing, come on.
It was a bit of a military thing, but I guess it's, yeah, I don't know, just an easy name to remember, a good name, and sort of...
Yeah, I once heard there was in the 70s also another band from Australia that was also named Airbourne.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I know about them. I couldn't find anything about that band.
Different spelling though, I think, yeah, that was...
No, it was in the same
an older
spelling
band.
even.
No.
Also with OU.
You're not just looking at old pictures of us, are you? We look a bit different without our long hair and that. Like, we got old, man.
Fringe cuts.
We look like shit now. We used to have youthful good looks.
Yeah. There was the Airbourne Toxic Event, that was another band. The Airbourne Toxic Event, I think it was an American band that was...
We're definitely not them.
Since your first album in 2007, the lineup of the band has always been the same. What's the secret in keeping a band together?
I don't know, I guess we just all got the same drive, the same vision. John and Ryan being brothers, you know, they always have the little brother fights as you do with siblings, but we, it just seems to work. I think on the road we all sort of...
I think we should get coffee. So.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just I guess
Strong wills.
Strong wills. Yeah, we just all driven and got the same focus.
Yeah.
The same goal. And we just all, you know, it gets tiring on the road and all that, but it's you know, we keep together and it works.
Helps when you're going pretty good, getting up there on the bills and the festivals and.
Yeah, like, you know,
loving
we've
it,
been growing and growing more and more every album as well, and everyone's inspired by that, and getting out over here and playing big festivals and playing to good crowds, and just, you know, we have fun playing our songs, and
that's very important. Having fun in it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that is an important one.
You need to, you know, you got to write songs that are good and they rock and they're fun to play. Yeah.
Next month you will release a new album called Breaking Out of Hell. I already listened to some of the songs, and I got the feeling it's more powerful than the older work.
I'm glad you got that feeling too.
Definitely, because that's definitely what we're
going for that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think just the overall sounds, the song structures and the tones of guitars and drums are very big. Having Mike Fraser mix the album, you know, he's very good at getting the album sounding huge. You know,
after all these years of playing, we've got better than,
just honed in a bit more.
Honed in our skills.
Yeah.
Which is natural, I guess. But we can all play our instruments better than we could every previous album. And this one, last one, we're going to go on for a big 80s-ish kind of.
Yeah, it was different.
Even a few slower songs on it.
Yeah, there's a few more slow, but they're still big, you know. Like they might be mid-tempo,
bombastic,
but still
bombastic.
Bombastic, yeah, you could call it that. But like Stretty said, like the last album, we sort of had a bit of a, you know, like there was a bit of an 80s element in some of the songs there. This album, we just went in there and go, let's just do what we do, to what we do best, and make it big.
Capture the energy and
capture that energy there, that Airbourne sort of live energy, and just do, you know, we felt like just free to do that, and I felt that we achieved that in the end.
Is that part of Breaking Out of Hell?
I guess it could be, yeah, you know. Well, we're with a new record label now on this new album, so working with them during this album was a good process. We felt like we weren't, I guess in some ways, we weren't dictated to, you know, write, you know, there was no sort of clashing between the band and label there. It was sort of just, we just went and did what we did with the right guys, like Bob Marlette and Mike Fraser. We had a great little team and it just worked well.
Yeah, they gave us a lot more freedom, I think.
I think so, it was more freedom.
Let us make our own decisions a bit more and weren't fighting us on every little
thing.
About Bob Marlette, how was it to work again with the producer of Running Wild?
Yeah, great. It was good. It was just like being back with the boys again, you know. It was just, it's so good working with it's our first time working with a producer for a second time, so it was all, you know, it just worked and it was meant to be. Sort of
felt like having like a friend there as well. He's good to talk to, and you know, it's a good bloke.
He's a very experienced producer as well, and he knows. Yeah, he knows what we are, and as a band understands our music, and it worked well.
On your current tour, you're using the main title of Exterminator 2 as an intro. Is that the favorite movie of the band?
No, just we do like that movie. We love all the old action movies, but no, that was actually Joel's idea on the second album. We just wanted he just came up with the idea of having that as an intro leading. I think we used to run out and play Raise the Flag off the second album to that song. It just worked so well. We just wanted to kept using it, you know. It's a good part of the set, builds the crowd up, works well with the lights, and then it's a big explosive sort of entrance into the show, isn't it? Really.
But in a recent interview I read you like movies also. Watch movies.
Yeah, we all love our movies. We watch a lot of movies when we're driving around the countryside.
Yeah, I can imagine that while on the road on tour.
Yeah, thank God for technology, really. I don't know how they did it back in the day. I guess just did lots and lots of drugs.
Yeah, we just got screens in front of us now.
Yeah, it's good to have a laptop on the road with
easier on the body.
A couple of terabytes full of movies.
But did you see any good movies lately that stand out?
Watch a lot of TV shows, you know, like you know, I don't mind watching the Game of Thrones and sort of, what else is there? Mr. Robot.
What did I watch the other? Deadpool. I watched that the other day. That was cool.
Yeah.
Just watch anything really. we all share our hard drives and go, oh, what do you got on yours? And we just grab heaps of, cool, I haven't seen that before, I'll grab that and watch it. You watch a lot of stuff on the road, really, when you're driving and travelling. Like as busy as you are, there's also a lot of sitting around time when you're driving all day, like yesterday, just on the road constantly.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of time.
Yeah, I was also wondering, a lot of your songs have been used in video games.
Yep.
Do you guys also play video games while on tour?
Yeah, game a little bit. Yeah, Ryan used to game a bit. He hasn't been much on this tour, but we all like our games. So having our music on games, like EA games, is great. You know, it's a modern form of modern radio in a way. Like people of all ages are sort of gamers these days, so it's a good way of getting the music out, which is good.
Do you have what is the favorite game within the band?
I sort of like first person shooter games, they call them, or I don't mind sort of RPG type games, a bit of strategy and just anything, I guess. If I don't like it, I don't play it. If I do, I do. You know.
Yeah.
I'm not like a real fussy gamer.
Good way to fill time.
Yeah, another good way to fill time, definitely.
I heard rumors you will be back in Europe soon to have a tour with Volbeat and Crowbot.
Yeah, it's not a rumour, it's legit.
It's all okay.
Yeah, no,
I wasn't sure, so.
No, it's all gonna. I think when does it start? Like October the 19th is the first show. And we're doing like a month with Volbeat around various parts of Europe.
Find all the dates on our website.
Yes.
Will you visit the Netherlands also on that tour?
Will we go there?
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, I don't know. You'd have to look at this. Yeah.
What was the question?
Are we going to the Netherlands? I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. There's that many shows. I can't remember exactly where we're playing, but because we've got a lot of shows to play.
Let me have a look. I can look it up. I'll look up the website right now. Technology.
Sure
No,
people can do that.
Yeah, you can do it.
In the past you played with many bands, way too many to mention. But is there a band that became special to you?
Motorhead was always a special band, obviously. You know, Lemmy was very good to us. You know, he was humble enough to be in our film clip for Running Wild, and sometimes when we did tours with him, he would sometimes have us into his band room and just have a drink and a chat and tell us old Motorhead stories and just, you know, listen to music.
ZZ Top.
Yeah, he loved his old blues music and
ZZ Top.
old school ZZ Top music. Yeah, so he was very inspirational, very nice guy. You know, he was just, and he thought a lot of us and our music, and he sort of, you know, he was a good guy to listen to. Iron Maiden were another great band that we did 6 shows with them once around the UK. That was real fun. Really nice guys, and really nice crew. We just sort of
amazing show every single
yeah.
time. Oh, so
it was good. So yeah, you know, they're just a couple of bands. A lot of them have been really good. A lot of the bands we've played with.
I read in another interview that one of the band members had a bit of a weird experience at the Download Festival, which included policemen.
Oh, that'd
something
be Joel.
with climbing?
Yeah, that's Joel.
Yeah.
Obviously, Joel is known for climbing at festivals, climbing the truss and all that sort of stuff. Apparently, they don't like it that much in the UK. So
they shut off the power. And
we had the power shut down and the whole show was sort of shut off, and then the crowd, you know, it was a bit of an outroar, and then anyway, it all got switched back on and
made for the coolest part of the show. It was awesome.
It was the talk of the festival apparently, so it was good for us in the long run.
It's different.
But he's a real climber, I believe.
Yeah, you know, well, he's an entertainer. We don't know what he's going to do. He does something different sort of every show. He's just in that character when he's on stage, and he'll do whatever it takes, and you know, just to entertain. Unfortunately, gets us in trouble sometimes, but well, that's rock and roll.
He also had to sign a CD, I believe.
Sorry?
For the policeman at Download.
We had the what, sorry?
He had to autograph a CD for the policeman.
Yeah, because I think there was a couple of police that were, after standing around us in a circle and laying down the law and the rules, after all that was established, I think one of them was like, can I get you to sign this for me? I'm a big fan, you know. So it's pretty funny.
Future plans, besides making more records and doing shows?
At this stage, a whole lot of touring, you know. So.
More touring, more riding, more records.
Yep.
Repeat.
We've just lived on repeat. we've just started on this album cycle, so the rest of this year we're out over here touring for until mid-December, and then we've got some Australian shows, and then next year's a whole lot more touring, a lot of main touring, more festivals, more probably a headline tour to follow next year, and then yeah, so we're just pretty busy for the next couple of years on this album, just all playing, and then do an album as on the side as well as we go along, you know, for album number 5, just keep writing and keep the ball going. So, yeah.
Well, this is my last question. I'm writing for a website. It's called don't be shocked FOK.nl, and that's written in Dutch, FOK.
FOK.nl.
.nl. Is,
yeah.
yes.
Yep.
Is there anything you want to say to the readers of FOK.nl?
Never know what she's doing back there. Fuck!
Meatloaf. To all you readers of FOK.nl, thanks for all your support. Keep rocking. I hope you enjoy the new album coming out September 23rd. Fuck it. Fuck.